of the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look, Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out they chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it tougher for the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we got a defense that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
What's up, everybody? It's crazy. Hey, me as soon as we get started, but welcome to Paying the Grizzly Show. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Baron. How you feeling, man?
Hey, power went out. We still got power. We're still doing the stream. Hey,
this is part of being in Chicago. This is what it is to be in Chicago. You got rain, sleet, snow, doesn't matter. We still
hurricane.
Still got to keep on going. This is what we do. I don't care about tornadoes. I don't care about any of this stuff. Flash floods. We here. So, but we have some good news, man. It's a lot of good stuff. We have a lot of bad stuff that's kind of happened that, you see on the thumbnail, you see Coby Bryant being out. Were you surprised by the surgery?
I'm surprised he had surgery, but based off, it's either 50-50 since he says a hyperextension with the crack in the actual bone. I expect something like that.
Well, I mean, I know from hyperextension. I can see 10 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks. I could see that happening. But I also understand why someone would say, I need surgery. I'm young. It's the first year of my contract. I'm going to make sure I'm healthy before I come back fully. But honestly, we're talking about 4 to 6 months. That's most of the season. So yeah, Coby Bryant's pretty much gone for the season. And we just had a Pro Bowl, all pro safety play last season.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a giant dip in that. So as far as our defensive backs, which is probably one of the strengths of this team, it's going to take a big hit. And we've been trying to find ways to make it better, but this is going to be an issue. I'm going to be honest.
No, this has been an issue. This has been an issue for the past 2 or 3 years where we have our set lineup. It gets injured before everything even happens, so we're down to second string almost immediately. It'll be patchwork most of the year. It'll just be patchwork.
Yeah, I mean, so Dillon Thieneman is going to be there, right? So he instead of having someone experienced, great player behind him, he's going to have other people. So we signed Xavier Woods, right?
Experienced, but I don't consider he's a strong safety. He's a lumper.
Well, I mean, you might have to kind of some type of hybrid with that. You got Josh Blackwell. We have Brandon Hill, Anthony Johnson, Marlon Sewell. It's all reserved. That's what we have as safety guys. That's just what it is.
Cam Lewis is gonna have to move back there, I'm guessing.
It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens through the rest of this training camp. With this injury, do you think that possibly Ben Johnson's pushed this team too hard?
It's either that or is there a substation nearby? A new substation that
the new San Francisco 49ers? That's what you're thinking?
Yeah, because this is like the second year in a row where it's like, hey, there's a major player on the defense that's injured and a major player on the offense that is injured during the preseason.
Well, not just one. I mean, we could talk about Braxton Jones too, right?
Yeah.
Braxton Jones we always know he has problems with his legs. Is that becoming an issue? That's going to be an ongoing issue. Ben Johnson said in March the team would consider all options at left tackle, right? But going through this, I mean, we got Kieran Amagachi who's running with the first team, so Braxton, Kieran Amagachi. I haven't heard much about Jedrick Willis this training camp. They're all kind of vying for, Isaac Trapillo's recovery, his position while he recovers. But then we hear that Albert Breer says Isaac Trapillo might return sooner than expected. and is looked like he who started 6 games last year at left tackle, then towards patella tendon, might be back sooner than he's expected. Does that surprise you at all?
Yes, because patella is like a 10-month injury. It's a 10-month injury.
I hear full year for this, and they're talking about him being able to come back same time talking about Coby Bryant.
I personally, I would just sit him, just non-padded practice, just play the position.
With all these things going on, do you think the Bears make any major moves?
Going into the season, yes, but right now, no.
Okay. With all the soft tissue injuries that we've gotten from Kyler Gordon, and the team is very frustrated with Kyler Gordon, what do they do with this when you have both Coby Bryant and Kyler Gordon possibly out at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I don't see them training for another cornerback, but Malik Muhammad's probably starting. Malik Muhammad's probably going to start.
That's bold, because what I'm hearing is that he's really running with the second team more than anything. I don't see him, in a depth chart doing that. But you really believe that he can start?
At this point, pretty much we're burning through our secondary guys very quickly right now. He's like around fifth behind Terrell Smith.
Terrell Smith is doing better in training camp, and that is something that we're starting to see. Tyreek Stevenson is right there, number one.
But he also has a little bit of an injury problem himself. So
he does. So I mean, Jalen Jones still being in front of Terrell Smith in some of the places. Jalen Johnson still doing other things. I'm looking at it, and I'm a little worried about what we're going to get from this.
Yeah, because we feel like people are dropping like flies right now.
And it gets worse. What up, dudes? So what the Bears up to? Rams just had practice with the Cowboys. Dude, you got the best of all worlds. Even your all pro, all world defensive tackle, defensive end is practicing with his helmet on. Talking about, I don't know if I'm gonna play. You know you about to play.
And none of their players are injured, and none of them are truly injured. None of them.
Yep. You have the best defensive end in the world. You might have another guy coming back, Aaron Donald, who would probably be one of the greatest defensive tackles of all time. All coming back on this team that's already had a great defense. Whatever, dudes. Whatever. That's all I gotta say. While we're sitting here and licking our wounds, looking at guys that just don't look good. Because we have another guy, if you really want to get there, Luther Burden is out another month.
Yep.
Looks like he'd be ready for week 1, but he might not play any preseason games. He'll have no rapport with anything that's going to happen with his offense.
Yep.
What's your worry about Luther Burden?
He starts to develop soft tissue injuries like Kyler Gordon.
Dude says Puka got hurt today. Garrett didn't practice today, but Puka got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garrett not practicing, I do not really care.
Yeah. You better put him in bubble wrap and just say, hold on, don't do nothing until we get to the regular season. Because the man plays through injuries. He really does.
Yeah.
But
Puka, I'm concerned. Garrett, not really.
I'm not really upset about Puka either. We'll see. So man, fuck y'all saying Lions 2027 Super Bowl champs.
Hey,
we'll
the
see.
Andrew Buck didn't get you. Your big dude signing also got hurt this time for the rest of the season. Guarantee.
Yeah. So you're going to see what's going on for you guys. But I think this is what it's the NFL, and it's battle of attrition. And I will say the Lions actually showed that this of last year, as they underperformed, right?
Yep.
But they continue to play. Their defense continue to show up every day, every week, to the point where their talent is still going to be up there. I have no problem with saying that the Lions are going to be a team to be reckoned with, no matter what's going on.
They have players. They have players. They have Jameer Gibbs. They have Jameson Williams. They have Amon Ra. They have Aiden Hutchinson. They have players.
Yeah, and Jared Goff is good enough to do whatever he needs to get done. As long as you don't depend on him, he's gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Bears listed their official depth chart. Who do you think they put at left tackle?
Braxton Jones.
The Bears, here's what it says. The Bears released their first depth chart of the year, and it lists Braxton Jones, Kieran Abagaji, and Jedrick Willis at first team left tackle, all three.
Oh, so they're saying like all three of you, we'll swap you. We'll swap you however we feel like it right now. We'll swap
100%.
how you feel like.
Yep. So it's basically what the Cleveland Browns are doing with Shadur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. How they're saying co-starting quarterbacks right now. They're doing the same. The Bears are doing the same thing on left tackle.
Yeah.
It feels like if you have three, then you don't have one.
Yeah. It's like nobody separated themselves. No, none of them have.
You know, because it's going to be the same thing. Braxton Jones all the time. He always get hurt. So I'm still excited to see what teams do this preseason. So we're going to get some preseason ball. We're going to see what this team's going to do. We play this Saturday. I believe you guys play this Saturday. You're going to see these teams develop slowly and see what happens with them. And then joint practices, I always felt joint practices are actually more important than the preseason games. Preseason games, until you get to like week 2. Week 2 isn't going to be important. Week 3 is more like who's going to be at the back end of your roster. But those joint practices show what type of team you're going to have. So we got those coming in soon too. All right. So are you concerned that the Bears were needed to go sign Ray McLeod from the Falcons? Does that worry about what Luther Burden?
Hey, that screams okay. Based on how this preseason is, I would do it. How this preseason's going.
Do you think he's going to do anything with punt return or kickoff return? Do you think Xavier Thomas is not doing what we're expecting from him, and that's why they kind of tapped Ray McLeod to come in?
Maybe, or they're since Luther Burden's out, they're probably going to play Thomas as an actual receiver, and have Ray be the returner, returner guy.
Do you think that's a good plan, especially with Jade Walker doing so well during camp right now?
Right now, I don't think so, but I think it's more like we're going to put you at the Luther Burden position. You're going to be in the Luther Burden position now, because it's either going to be him or Khalif Raymond, and probably both of them going to be swappable.
I love Khalif Raymond right now. I think he's going to be a very interesting part of this team.
But Rome and Jade is going to be the outside guys. Are going to be 2 outside guys. They already have their 2 outside guys that they want.
I think we're going to see that Luther and Khalif are going to be the guys that are going to be flipping off a lot, switching back and forth. Because I think Khalif is going to be able to stretch the field, not just play in between. Yeah, so having a slot, and they're going to do a lot of times. You know, we're going to have 2 tight ends on the field. We're going to have 3 tight ends on the field a lot, honestly, with Loveland, Komet, and Roush.
Yeah.
So, and I believe we're going to run the ball, and I think that's what's going to keep this team stable as much as possible.
Speaking of running game, how's Kyle guy doing? How's Kyle guy doing?
Kyle guy, so he has some injury problems, and it's another one of those soft tissue things still. But it looks like he's back at practice. He's kind of start to play a little bit more. I'm less worried about Kyle guy. I want him just to stay healthy, and then during the season, you're going to be able to take the lumps, all the lumps and bruises, and deal with all of it. I am a little bit concerned about the depth because Roschon Johnson was always injured last season.
Yeah. We need 3. We need a third.
Yeah.
We need to find and this preseason we're going to have to find a running back that stands out.
Well, I mean, no, I think DeAndre Swift is doing what he's supposed to do.
No, I mean like during the once the first second unit goes
when you start having cuts and you're looking for someone who might be able to step into this team.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Probably start looking for running backs to poach.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Darnell Wright contract?
Amazing. It's amazing. Hey,
Can you imagine paying your right tackle that much money? Then if you ever get a quality left tackle, what the hell are you going to have to pay them? The highest contract for a right tackle ever?
I mean, looking at the contracts already, you're going to pay top dollar no matter what. You're going to pay top dollar no matter what.
You saying y'all not having Brian for 5 months is concerning? No, it's more than concerning. So 4 to 6 months without him, that puts us in December, possibly looking for Coby Bryant to come back. Thinking that you're going to be in football shape after a surgery on your knee, I say the season. He's out the season.
He's out until probably midway through January.
If we do 4 months, because this is August to September, October, November, December, I could see him starting to get into football shape in December. So if you're good enough, does this solidify your defensive backs?
It depends on
playoffs. It could be.
Maybe.
So that's the hope. Now it's not just doom and gloom, guys. We do have some good things out here too, because Jordan Vandenberg is out there wrecking shop. He is throwing offensive linemen into the backfield. He is a monster.
He's a real run stuffer. He has all the physical traits. The main thing is he played for Georgia Tech, which is not in that league. Like outside of really Haynes King, Didn't
he play rugby? Because I mean, I know he's from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Yeah, he played running back. He played rugby.
You know, and he didn't start playing football until like sophomore year of high school. So this is a guy who, they coached up. He has very good football instincts. It seems like he has really good pad level overall. He doesn't stand straight up. So between Georgia Tech and Penn State, so he was at Penn State first, and then at Georgia Tech. He seems to be a guy that's going to be a rotational piece immediately. And that's funny because that's what the Bears said right after being drafted. And he's showing this right now. But don't the Bears have a whole laundry list of those kind of guys?
Yeah, but is any of them producing?
I'm hearing Grady Jarrett is having a great camp.
Yeah. So we defense tackle. We have Grady Jarrett, Jerron Dexter.
Grady Dio is really a defensive tackle, man. I know we always look at him as a defensive end. He's really a defensive tackle.
Dio and like Vanderberg. Smart Turner's probably going to kick out. Smart Turner might kick out.
If he's ever healthy, he's still out.
With his ACL?
He has not been practicing. He's not doing it. I don't know. Him, Sewell, and Elijah Hicks.
That's concerning because Elijah Hicks could play safety. Yeah,
but he's not going to. That's what it seems like. What's going to happen with him right now?
Like if we had Elijah Hicks here, it'd be like, okay, I'm fine. He's played for us multiple times. We know he's passable.
He's a game guy. Like you could play him for a game or two, but if you expected him to be able to play week after week after week, I don't see it.
Yeah. He feels like a spot starter. He's like a third safety.
Yep, exactly. So I mean, those things. There's just so much going on. If we lose, Roma Dunze was out for a practice. He's back in practice. I don't know what else we're gonna get, guys. I'm worried about all these illnesses. I'm worried about all these injuries. I worry about what this team. Their ceiling is going to be with all these issues. I don't know what type of team we're going to have at all, and we already have one of the hardest schedules in the entire NFL. And then I also am worried about us even signing a lineman now. We will think that we have enough depth at lineman. The fact that we went and signed what's his name, Wesley French.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just signed Wesley French from the Colts. I believe he's at the Colts squad. put in another guy at center, right? So now Garrett Bradbury, Logan Thomas, Jaron Kump, and now Wesley French at center.
Yeah, this feels like, oh god, it's like we're having a lot of injuries. Like all these guys feel like they're dropping like flies.
Dude says, "Oh yeah, y'all got Browns week 1. Y'all could see versus the former Ram. I'm okay with that. We have Titans week 1, right?
No, it's Browns. Week 1, and when it comes to
Preseason week 1. Okay. No, we have Browns week 1 and on the 15th. So that's what we have on Saturday, right? Yeah. And then a game that we're going to be really going against will be Cincinnati Bengals. I don't even think that Jared Verse will even play in week 1. Cincinnati, we're going to see our starters go out there and try to play.
Probably play like a series or two, and that's really it.
And then we get Tennessee, as I said, week 3 preseason. I think that's going to be more of a back end to seeing who's going to make the roster for the 53-man roster. And then we start the season off with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Seeing this team, the first 4 weeks are really going to tell us the story of our season. Because once Carolina, Minnesota, Philadelphia, and the Jets, I believe.
I know the Jets. The Jets are the Jets, so
you don't know what's going to happen. And that's why you have to hope that we are able to produce and be healthy enough to see what we see with Caleb Williams having a year 3. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing his command of the offense. He seems to really understand what's going on. Not just going through the motions, not just trying to figure out cadences or any of this other stuff. He's playing. He understands what everyone's supposed to be doing. He's demanding of them. I'm loving to see what we're getting from him right now. Hopefully we can block for him, and then our defense can play strong enough to hold other teams down. I don't need having to score 30 points a game for us to win the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are just all the things that we're starting to see. What do you think? Is there any other move that you think we should be making right now?
Right, we signed Xavier Woods. My big thing was like, we probably should get an edge, but at this point, I don't think it's gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
I agree. I don't think we're gonna see it. They're banking on Austin Booker, right? And Daniel Hardy being something else, being what we always see the flashes of. They're banking on that, and then Dayo Odeyingbo is being the guy who can play the run at defensive end, but also kick down the defensive tackle. They're hoping for the versatility to kind of fill in for all the rest of it, and I don't know if that's the answer.
Yeah,
it's hard preparing that way, and I'm a little worried. Xavier Thomas was flashy at the beginning of camp, and he's not so much as right now. Which this is why Raven McLeod kind of helps both the Luther Burden situation and the Xavier Thomas situation. We already know where we're going from Jade. Jade is going to be a good, solid third or fourth receiver mostly. But there's holes in this team, and you can see this already at the beginning of camp. We see the holes. Yeah,
almost immediately. Both lines, and now safety. Just burst wide open.
Let's left tackle. We know what we're getting at defensive end. We're having problems at wide receiver with Luther Burden now. We have problems at nickel because Josh Blackwell's going to help on safety right now, along with Kyler Gordon still having.
Terrell Smith might have to play. Slot.
He's a better outside receiver, outside defensive back than a slot.
That's why I kind of said Malik Muhammad, because he fits the more that type of play.
I mean, he's there, but I see him being behind Tyreek Stevenson everywhere. So you could put Tyreek because he's a physical corner.
Yeah.
Out there too, and see what we get from him. But it's a lot of moving parts. I'm interested to see what happens with Isaac Trapillo when he comes back. I still feel like Joe Tooney is the guy who's going to hold this whole line together.
I personally, I wouldn't let Trapillo play, but I will let him practice. I will let him pretty much do left tackle work. Let him pretty much be the quote unquote left tackle of the future, but get his actual year of training where no bullets are flying. We can actually learn the position.
Okay. Here's my question then. Let's say we have opportunity to get the second best left tackle in the draft next year. Do you draft him?
What number pick are we?
Let's say we make a trade and somehow we get a fit. We have 15 and 24.
Are you sure? Are you sure he's not going to last until 24?
No, your best left tackle is not going to last. There's no way. Do you waste one of these first round picks? Do you waste a first round pick on a left tackle knowing what's going on offensive line?
We draft one other one, but we can't really kick one of them inside because we already have our line pretty much set up.
The guys that we're talking about someone like Caden Green, who's really good, or maybe Carter Smith. We're talking about these guys that are 6'5", 308, 315.
Kind of light.
Well, Caden Green is a bigger dude.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, what if you have those type of guys? Do you draft a left tackle because we have so many problems? Or do you depend on Isaac Trapillo? How do you know you can depend on Isaac Trapillo if he doesn't come back and play? That's why I'm at. I'm at a point where I think we have to see everyone. We have to know what's going on. The Bears last year won 7 really close one score games. Can you depend on that and not have great line play? I don't know. I think we're going to see. So those are the issues I'm having. Do you not draft a defensive end? Do you continue to try to piecemeal these positions together, knowing that you got to pay Caleb Williams soon? If he has a great year, he's going to have to sign an extension. Caleb Williams is going to be signing a 8-year, $450 million contract.
Yeah.
I've been saying 8-year, $460 million. And averaging $60 million, fully guaranteed. That's the type of contract he's going to be signing. That's going to be a big part of your overall war chest. You have to figure out left tackle.
Yeah.
That's why I questioned this Darnell Wright. Was it wise to spend that much money on your right tackle?
Yeah. Even though he is probably the
fourth best. I'll say fourth best right tackle in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a question. You drafted them, you developed them, you've done all the things you want to do, but do you have enough money to do what you need to do?
Okay, let's say we only got the 17th pick.
Mm-hmm.
You have a choice: Caden Green or David Wilson, the second. Who are you choosing?
Caden Green.
Okay.
I want a no doubt left tackle. That's always was for me. If he's a dog, he shows me you're a dog, and you're able to do these things, then I'm all for that. Yeah, but we do need defensive end. We do have problems. We spent all this money on Kyler Gordon and haven't seen him play. This will be year 2 of not being able to see him play in this Dennis Allen defense. I'm hoping that Jalen Johnson shows to be one of those this unbelievable stop, defensive backs again that could take your best guy and take him out of the game.
Yeah.
We need that with this schedule that we have. We have difficult teams. We have a difficult division. Kyler Murray has been named a starter for Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, we kind of expected it, but he looks kind of good. He looks better. You can definitely tell.
No, he does. He gets the ball out of his hand quickly. He has weapons on the outside. He has weapons on the inside. He's spread the ball out. So we're playing Minnesota week 2, and we're not ready for at safety. It's gonna be a problem. We have to be ready, and that's why this training camp is really interesting. I do believe you have to push this team.
Yeah,
you want to see what they have, but you want to end the preseason with some help.
Almost something
Yes.
there just to get it together.
Yeah, you can't continue to have all these negative things happening. So, all right. Anything else you're looking for training camp that you're looking forward to?
Well, when like the preseason starts, I want to see who sticks out during the games. When the stuff's actually happening, who sticks out amongst this rookie class and the undrafted? Who sticks out?
I mean, I'm expecting to see some DBs. I think Muhammad's going to stick out. I think I already talked about Jordan Vandenberg. Something like seeing Ruben Hippolyte for a second year might be interesting. I think we're going to find more answers. August 20th, I think Thursday, August 20th, we practice with the Cincinnati Bengals. And then Thursday, August 27th, we practice with Tennessee Titans. Those are the type of times I want to see what we get from our team. What type of health we get from the team, what type of push we get from this team. Those are the type of times I think they're going to really show us something.
Yeah.
Those joint practices I always feel like you see more than you see in games because the coaches can control what's going on both sides, and you have some real competition against someone you're not hitting for the third week in a row.
Yeah.
So I just need to know that we're going to get less soft tissue injuries. I don't want to turn into the San Francisco 49ers. I want to maximize what Ben Johnson can bring to the table. I want to maximize what we get from Caleb Williams, and I worry about those things knowing what we got.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, right now we're gonna get out of here, guys. Grant as I said, we still have all power issues. I don't want to run up through all of our power before we have all this stuff. I am not interested in talking about this, Zeus, because after the Rams play y'all in the division last year, I'm intrigued to see checking on y'all.
You have a super team. Shut up, please.
It's awesome. Yeah, honestly, the Rams are awesome. Well, I'm interested in seeing what Caleb Williams brings this year. I really am.
For me, it's I don't want to see like a little bit improvement of accuracy, but if he has better decision making with slightly better accuracy, that's a giant step forward.
It's just his footwork for me.
Yeah.
I remember Matthew Stafford playing with Detroit, and his arm was always special. But if you ever get your arm together with your footwork, all of a sudden you start to cook with grease. Yeah. And if Caleb Williams is one of those guys who's his footwork and his helps his accuracy, helps his deep ball, the Bears are going to be a tough team to play week after week after week. Yeah. I want to see us healthy
enough to even be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm trying to bet and make money, y'all. Hey, I understand. What you should be doing, you should have put money on the Rams before the Myles Garrett signing, because I think that you will be the number one seed. I believe Seattle will be half a game behind you. In that
probably lose. I probably see them losing one of the game, losing one against like Seattle, but the other one, I actually think you'll probably win by like 14. The other one
Yeah,
you're going to lose by like 6 or 7. So
I see the Rams going 14-3 this year. I see the I think the Seattle Seahawks will go 13-4. I believe the Bears will go 11-5. I think the Detroit Lions will also go 11-5. I think the Packers will go 10-6. I see Minnesota
10-7,
10-7.
as
Sorry,
always.
10-7.
As always.
And
As
then
always.
I see Minnesota being 9-8. I think it's going to be real tough. I think San Francisco is going to take a step back. I think they're going to only win 10 games this year, but because they still have the best left tackle in the game, but he's getting older. I don't think you can continue to do that. The NFC overall will be very competitive. But I'm interested in seeing week after week what we're going to get, and I'm so interested in seeing how you guys actually form your team.
Like who? Like besides your big dogs, who's going to be like the other guy on their side of Aaron Donald and Miles Garrett? Who's going to be on their side?
You put them on the opposite sides.
No, I say like who's going to be on? Who's going to be there? Who's going to be the pass? Who's going to be the edge guy who goes in?
You put Aaron Donald at because they put him on a 3-4. You know, put him at defensive end, or you run a 4-3 and put him at defensive end. So I'm less worried about that because I think they have a complete defensive team.
Yeah, they have like even without Jared Verse, they still have Kobe Turner. They still have Braden Fisk. They still have Byron Young. They still have Josiah Street.
Yeah. I think you have to run up the middle. I really believe that. You have to run up the middle.
You have to run at Fisk. You have to run at Fisk.
So that's the only thing you can do. With Fisk and Ford, you run right at them and then hope that you're good. No, I think Aaron Donald.
He's back.
We all
know he's back. We all know he's back.
He's going to come back. I think he waits, maybe gives a couple of weeks, but he's definitely going to come back. Because you have Myles Garrett on your outside edge playing strong linebacker, whatever, or your Sam linebacker, and then you have instead of having Fisk, you put Aaron Donald there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's a bear.
I'm
you still able to put Byron Young out there. Still got Kobe Turner out there. Yeah. And then you guys took the DBs from Kansas City Chiefs. You got McDuffie out there. Man, I don't know. Doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem fair.
It ain't fair. It isn't fair.
Yeah, pulling forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not enamored by his your nose tackle pulling forward. But
He's
Byron
typical.
Young is
He's
a
typical. You have a typical nose tackle, but amazing everything else.
Let me ask you, Bear. Do you think that you're going to get Vita Vea is going to get traded at all during the season? Because obviously they're not going to trade him right now. Does he get traded during the season?
If it gets bad enough, yes. If the Bucks played like they did the end of last year, yes.
I mean, they're probably still going to win the division.
Panthers looked better. Looked like they're probably going to be like a 9-10 win team this year. And I think
they have 10 wins.
10 wins, but I don't think they could get to 10 wins. They're going to have to hope for wild card now.
It comes to the Rams.
I'll be sick. I'll be sick. You greedy.
It's funny because I look at Vita Vea. It was the Quentin Williams job contract from the Cowboys really hurts him. You know, because Vita Vea is going to want to get paid with Quentin Williams is getting paid. So, 3-year, 105.9.
Which is like 33.
35.3 average.
Yeah.
Would you want the Bears to trade for Vita Vea, knowing he's 31?
Do we have to give up? Who do we have to give up?
You probably have to give up something, but it doesn't matter because you don't usually trade player for player. It's usually for contracts or for draft picks.
Yeah. But we don't have F them picks mentality. We don't have the F them picks.
We could. Maybe you trade away Cole Kmet.
Yeah, but the thing is, they have Otten and they like him. They like Otten.
Trade Otten is not Cole Kmet, but they're very similar in their structure. I see similar.
So I don't see them giving up on him. So
no, I can see them giving up on him. Just know he's in the final year of his contract. They know he's going to go away, but maybe they seem to be way off. And I think he's going to get traded sometime during the season.
Yeah.
I still want to go to one of our rivals going in. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to get out of here. We'll talk about the Bears a little bit later. I'll be on Dynasty Pylon tomorrow, talking about the rest of the NFL, like kind of we're talking about tonight. I appreciate you guys. Thank Baron for being here with all your insights, and we will see you guys a little bit later. Peace.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive.